Hi, this is Mrs. Dotson. Let's review transcripts and see if we have enough credits to graduate, or double check to make sure we're on the right track. The first important thing is to look at is all of this information up at the top. This is your demographics. If any of this information is incorrect, you can see Mrs. Smith, the registrar, and she will help you correct it. Other information up here we see is Keys High School. So again, this is important information you may need for later when you're filling out college applications or putting information on your resume. You'll need the address, phone number. Now let's look at the credits. So a couple things to notice are the school year. So this is the school year that you earned those credits, where you were at when you earned the credits, and then what grade you were classified as. So all of that is important information. Now let's look at a few examples. This student took English 1, made an 82, and earned half a credit. They also took Algebra 1, scored a 70, and earned half a credit. If we look down below, we see that here is the other part of English 1, earning half a credit. And the other part of Algebra 1 is right here, and they earned half a credit. So even though they're split up, we know that this was in trimester 1 or semester 1, and that would be the part A, and all of these were in semester 2 or trimester 2, and that would be the part B. So you can continue to look through here. Something that's a little bit different is this P coach. That would be peer coaching. That's going to be an elective credit, and they did earn half a credit. Something else to notice on this particular transcript is the Art 1 class had a grade of 58, and this did not earn credit. Remember, it has to be a 70 or higher to earn credit, so there's a 0 for the credit. Another unique item on this transcript is the STLN class. And I'll give you some codes later for what some of those mean. But this is a STAR math class. The student earned an 81, and they earned half a credit. Now if we look at the next year, we see it's 2013-14. The student was at Trinity High School, and they were in grade 10. This particular student was not in school trimester 1 or trimester 2. So we only see classes for trimester 3. So we see that the student earned a 74 in world history and earned credit. We see that the student audited 2 classes, so they did not earn credit. So let's look at the next page. On page 2, we can see that this student was at Keys High School in the 2014-15 school year. They're classified as a junior, and look at all of these credits this student earned. They worked really, really hard and earned 9 credits. That's a fabulous job there. And then we can already see for 2015-16, this student has already earned a credit in chemistry, so that is great. So you can go down and you can see each of the classes. You'll just look at each one individually, look at the grade, and look at the credit. As long as this is a 70 or higher, it should be a 0.5. If you also notice on this, there are some incompletes. So that means that these students did not complete the class within that trimester. So they earned 0 credit. But later on, they may have come back, such as this IPC, they had an incomplete there, but then they finished it in the 3rd trimester and did receive credit. On the next page, we see some more important information. Okay, we can see lots of important information here. The total number of credits are important. The state credits are important. Local credits do not count towards your graduation plan, so we're just concerned about the state credits. And remember, the state credits have to be in those certain categories, such as your English, math, science, social studies, then the required electives, and then the electives of choice. So we got to make sure we get those credits in the right areas. Then we also need to look and see about our EOC exams. all of the EOC exams that you've taken should be on this page here. A 2 means that you passed the EOC. So look for a 2 and you should have passed that EOC. Okay, here is another example of a different transcript. This student started their freshman year in the 2013-14 school year at Bedford Junior High. So we know that this student has a cohort of 2017. They will be under the required plan and have to take the EOC exams. So we can see, you look over here, all the credits that were earned. So this student did not earn credit for biology, but we can see the other ones. And on this particular transcript, we see that the classes are listed on the same line, whereas the other one, the algebra, was separated in 2 different places. That does not matter as long as the credits match up. So instead of this being a 0.5, we see that there are 2 semesters here, so it's a total of 1 credit. So that just looks a little bit different than the previous transcript. A couple other things to notice here would be this INST. Again, that's a special class. It's just unique, so it looks a little bit different. And I believe that is a STAR math class. Okay, and then we have sub NB, which is for marching band. And this would actually give you a PE credit because you did the marching band in the fall trimester. Okay, so we can see a couple of other things here. Total credit earned for this year would be 7. So that's for the 2013-14 school year. And then we see over here that there were 2 credits earned for this school year at Bell High School. On the next page of this second example, we see this student has a total of 9 state credits towards the 22 needed for a required plan. And then we see the EOC scores as well. We see a 2 here, so this student passed the biology exam and still has a little bit of work to do with the other EOC exams. This concludes going over transcripts. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Thank you.